All right, we're talking with Rylan, and Rylan joined the program with me not even that long ago. I don't even think it's been 30 days. Um, and we just found him a setter role. We were initially looking to get him a closer role, but then we came across this good opportunity where he's going to start setting, but has the opportunity to move up to closer real quick. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going pretty good, man. I'm glad to connect with you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I guess kind of just tell me before you found me on YouTube what you were doing before for work and why you wanted to get into high ticket sales, what that was looking like for you.
Yeah, so before I found Matt, I was doing tech sales. Was laid off from there about this time last year, and then moved into lead generation, doing cold email for businesses. Wasn't really kicking off too good for me, and so wanted to move into something that I felt could be better financially. And then that's when was researching high ticket sales and came across you, Matt.
Did you knew what high ticket sales was before, right? Because you've been doing like cold email and stuff, so you were kind of already like around
Yeah.
this the internet business stuff.
Yeah, yeah. As you said, around the internet business stuff, but not in it, and so I'd heard about it beforehand, but never even thought of delving into it myself until coming across your content.
Yeah. And you were doing or trying to make like cold email work, and that was just kind of like not going where you wanted it to go. And you were like,
Right.
well, let me get into high ticket sales so I can like get some income and then be able to make the cold email work later, right? That was kind of the premise.
Yeah, yeah, that was definitely the premise. At the very least, something to hold me over, but something with a good amount of upside that falls in line with some of the experience that I already had beforehand.
100%. Yeah. And you can take it into like any aspect of the internet business stuff. That's why I tell people in my videos, I'm like, if you want to start an online business, but it's not like working out for you, you should just start in high ticket sales because you're going to be able to take that skill into any of these internet businesses and make it work much faster. So your story is pretty similar. A lot of people come to me like that. Some people are total beginners. Some people are around this internet business stuff, but it's interesting to see where people come from. Um, but yeah, you joined. I mean, what has it been? Like not even 3 weeks? I was trying to remember the date.
Yeah, I was actually counting back on the days earlier today, and it's like just under 3 weeks, not even a full month. So, um, yeah, pretty quick turnaround. I was
And
surprised.
the first week when you started, I remember there was like a point, like we ain't got to go into detail, but like where you got kind of discouraged, right? And I was like
Yeah,
talking you through it, which is normal, but I was like, hey, this could take a while, you know. And then like not even like 2 weeks in, we find this legit opportunity. So it's funny how that like turns around fast like that.
most definitely. Man, it blew my mind. I know we're laughing about it, but still to this day, it's been like a week since then, and I'm still like, wow, that really happened in such a short amount of
Yeah,
time. So it's crazy.
and it can turn around fast just like that. So,
Yeah.
uh, but that's normal. Like people come in and they start doing outreach and they're not getting interviews, they're not getting any replies, and that's would be discouraging for anyone. But then just a few days later, right, you're on this call, you get offered this awesome opportunity, uh, and everything's different, right? Not even a week later. But yeah, just more specifics on that is most people when they come to work with me, they either want to do appointment setting or they want to close. He came to me and he's like, I want to close. But then he got on a call with this guy who was like, well, I want you to set, but you can move into closing in like 1 or 2 months. So when we get a good opportunity like that, he's like, yes, this sounds good because this is a good business owner. So I'm going to take that opportunity because there's a lot of room to grow and make money. So that's kind of the context on that. But what was it like working like one on one with me? You know, because a lot of these programs are like group programs, things like that. What was it like, me and you, like communicating every day and just how that process went?
Yeah. The biggest thing is the communication aspect of things. So like every day, you'd be reaching out to me just to check in as to how things are going along, um, giving me a temperature check on how I'm moving along as well in regards to that outreach and staying consistent and working towards the goals that we talked about ahead of time. And that really leans right into that accountability aspect. That's the biggest difference with you, Matt, as opposed to any other program that I've done before. I have invested in different programs that have that group aspect, but that's exactly what it is. It's a group as opposed to that one-on-one time that you spend with one another to really help move forward. To get to reach the goals that we have discussed. So, um, yeah, you're always accountable, holding me accountable to my goals, and that's invaluable in something like this.
Yeah, and it's not that those groups are necessarily bad. It's just
Yeah,
like they can't give you all their time when there's too many people, right? So that's always going to be the advantage of one-on-one. Um, but yeah, you were as equally as easy to work with. Um, Let me ask you one last question. If someone was like looking at this, they were researching high ticket sales in general, and they were on the fence about it, what's something you would say to them to maybe push them over the edge?
yeah. I say if you want somebody that's gonna number one hold you accountable, and ensure that you're working towards those goals that you want to reach consistently, then Matt is the one to go to. You can find different programs out there. They're going to offer you that same group minded aspect, but one-on-one help, one-on-one accountability is what's going to help fast track you into reaching those goals. And just like Matt said earlier, it kind of blew my mind how quick we were able to find a role, just with how things were moving along. It surprised me. So you should go ahead and give it a chance.
You remember me talking about the hockey stick?
Yeah.
It's exactly right. And this is exactly what
Yeah.
happened. So the hockey stick, and this is kind of like a cliche thing. People watching this probably know what it is. Maybe they don't. But it's like flat for a while, like nothing happens. You like put in all this work, and then suddenly it like shoots up, and you get the result like overnight, which is like typically how it always goes, and is exactly what happened here. So it's funny that that's how it worked out. Like right after we were talking about that. Um, well, yeah, this is awesome, man. I appreciate you coming on and doing this, and keep me updated, and we'll talk soon.